Hey guys, it's Alex Cuse from The Phoenix Reborn. I know some of you have seen like my comments going around, and I'm like saying inward screaming is a little bit more difficult to explain to people, and I guess I just haven't been seeing people explaining it the way I expect them to, or a way that I think helps. One of my last videos that I watched on inward screaming was done by that one kid who like emo hair, kind of teaches a utmost amount of screams. He never really does many examples, but he definitely knows what he's talking about, and I mean, he definitely has a good basis for what he's saying, and if you listen to him, you will be on your way to learn, outward screaming really well. But his old video on inward was really bad. Don't watch that one. His new version for inward is actually pretty good, and I mean, it's going to help you get off, but I thought I would just help out and put up a vid to help people learn inward a little bit better. I'm not the best. I definitely will do a couple of examples just to help out. I'll give a couple of training words because each scream has a word or like a set of words that are really easy to practice on, and then you can bank off of that and go do whatever else you can, use those words to help you get better at other words, that kind of stuff. My only apologies lie within the camera. It's going to suck. It's probably going to be really grainy. I'm sure you're going to see this. Sound quality, I'm not really sure. I don't have a mic set up at my house. All that kind of stuff is at practice, and you'll just have to bear with it. I apologize. It sounds horrible, but that's all I can do. Today is Tuesday, the 15th of September. I'm supposed to be at school, but I'm home sick. That's the reason I sound kind of funny. And I don't know if that's going to affect my screen at all, but I figured I have time now, so I'll do it. I'm bored, so I'll do it. Alright, so inward screaming. One of the main things that help with any screamer, especially inward screamer, is a really strong diaphragm. Now, I talked to my choir teacher, well, not really my choir teacher because I don't take choir, but our school's choir teacher, and I asked her, what are some great exercises to help your diaphragm get stronger? And I know this is silly, but it is so fun to do. The best exercise for your diaphragm is just this. Seriously, panting like a dog, it pretty much forces your muscles to work really quickly, and that allows you to eventually start taking in more air quicker, and your diaphragm muscles will get stronger, being able to pull air better. The harder you can pull air in an inward scream, the louder it's going to be. I know for screaming, it's really not important to be loud, because that's what the mic is for. But some people just enjoy being able to hit something really loud, because then you're comfortable hitting something that's not as loud, and that will make sure that you don't hurt your throat as much. It'll make sure that you don't get tired as quickly, and strengthening up your diaphragm will mean you'll have a larger air capacity, and you'll be able to scream longer stanzas, more phrases, take less pauses, and do like those really insane 15 measure screams. Maybe. As far as actually screaming, for inward, it's kind of simple, but it's not as easy as everyone tries to make it out to be. It takes a little bit of talent, but I will agree, not as much as outward. It's definitely easier, but it's not real screaming. It's still difficult, and once you get good at it, it sounds really good, and it doesn't sound like inward screaming anymore, and that is the phone, so I'm going to turn off the camera and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just realized I failed at trying to turn off the camera, so I'll just edit that part out. I don't even know if I'm going to let you know that I did that. Okay, so inward screaming I was talking about, it takes time. But now I should probably just tell you how to fucking do it, because that's why you're watching this. You're probably bored out of your fucking mind. What you want to do is start taking in air and just suck it in. Just do that a couple times. Now, when inward, you want to keep your chest up. That way, when you're breathing in, you're going to see your hand, if you put it up on your chest, it's going to go at an angle kind of like that. I know for singing, that wouldn't make sense because you want to get more air in your lower part of your lungs, not your upper. Well, I'm using a lot of my upper part of the lungs when I'm screaming. You can use your lower. I use my lower part of my lungs for inward screaming when I'm hitting lower areas. Now, one fair warning about inward is if you're not doing it right, it's going to hurt like a fucking bitch. If you're doing it right, you're going to get tired the first couple of times. Your chest is going to hurt because you're not used to having to pull that much with your diaphragm. So that's going to hurt, but know that that's the same as like working out your bicep. It hurts afterwards. It's not damaging you at all. That one just is going to hurt. But if you're starting to hurt your neck, but it's not your muscles right here, because I've tensed too quick and like pulled my muscles and got knots right here. If you tense too quick, you'll pull your muscles in your neck. But if you're actually hurting your neck and you're noticing that your vocal cords are starting to go, away, you're losing your voice, you're not doing it right, try something else. I'll try to explain as much as possible how to hit it correctly. Okay, so you're breathing in, and if you can get that for a lot more, that's great. Now, just like outward, you're going to tense up your neck. You'll see a lot of screamers who will have that crazy-ass vein on their neck because they're tensing so much in their neck that happens. Now, what I'm going to be doing is just tensing up my neck as much as possible to the point I can't take in any air, and then slowly release till you find that spot where you can start bringing in air. So, mine's about right there. Yours might be lower, yours might be higher. You don't know. That's going to be about your normal chord, actually, because that's what's happening to your neck. Those just turned off, and this fucking sucks.